Alright guys, it's been a long time coming, but I want to give you an update on the turbo project on the Kubota B71 using the D750 engine. So we've had a lot of stuff happen in the last couple months. We had a family member involved in a head-on collision. We lost our primary work truck in the fire. We got hit by another drunk driver, not another drunk driver, but a drunk driver that was a veteran. On Memorial Day weekend, we had a breakdown that's why we've added the idler axle. More to follow on this, but we have this axle floats, but it is on a rotating bearing there, and it acts as an idler axle, extra spare tire, and when we're dumping, it will make contact with the ground just a little bit, so it takes some of the stress off the primary axle. But anyway, we've also been working on the Danger Ranger project over there. We're wrapping up the pusher install as well as the SS Diesel bypass kit, disaster prevention kit. We're still routing our lines and stuff. That's why we have that wrapped. Still waiting for the filter from pusher and just a bunch of other stuff. We're putting about 5,000 miles on this truck now, and we're doing hay. So it's been eventful. We've got to get a squeaky line on this, or a belt has to be replaced. I haven't had time to take it apart. I'm pretty sure it's just the belt, but phenomenal little mowers, these little LC 221s, really easy starting, all-wheel drive feature, plenty of power, easy on gas, just really good mowers. If you have a chance to pick these up, do it. I bought this used for $100. I have no regrets. So down here, this is the original turbo that we tried on the Kubota here. It's a GT15. It's just an Amazon or eBay knockoff GT15. And it was a little bit too big for the application. And this was a 45 AR on it. I think it would have probably done pretty well with like a 32 AR. And honestly, if you're going to do one of these on the D750s, I would recommend something like a GT12 with maybe a .35 AR. I think that would be sized just about perfect. However, they are hard to find. So for testing purposes, we picked up this bad boy. So these are the baby turbos, pretty much the smallest turbo you can buy. It's the RHB 31. And you see these on a lot of really small applications. Usually not on something this large. So it'll be interesting. However, we're running a really low RPM. You know, we're only running about 3,000 peak RPMs. It's a 750cc engine. So we're gonna see how this works out. You can clearly see the size difference between these two though. I mean, considerably smaller. I have no doubt that it is gonna spool. The question is it gonna be too small? So I do suspect it may be, but these turbos are extremely cheap for testing purposes to figure out what size we actually need to be at. I think this will work really well. And if it does turn out to be too small, I think going up to the GT12 will probably be what we eventually do anyway. And just let me see if I can get these things to sit up here on the hood without falling off here for you guys. But you can really see the difference in the intake size. I mean, this is like 1 inch and tapered, where this is more like 1.5 inches. And I mean, that's a huge difference there. So this one won't spool at all. I expect this one will spool too much. Now, we did not turn up the fuel on this, but we did increase the RPMs over the stock RPMs. And it was starting to spool, but it wasn't at a usable RPM that we could capitalize on. So I do think these GT15s are good turbos, just not for our particular application. That was a 42 AR, by the way, if I got that. Let me check that real fast. I thought that was a 45. It's a 42 or 45 AR on that one. Anyway, so going back to the RHB. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it just too teeny tiny? Is it gonna do anything? Is it gonna blow up in my face? Leave some comments and we'll find out. But really excited to eventually get this on. This might be going on David Brown, so we shall see. As always, guys, be safe, take care, and all the way.